Well, our trip is off to a resounding start. Was it the turbulence or what? Or just...
Oh, that didn't help.
The cut to us in Tokyo. And I wish we could do that here.
On our last big trip together, Chris fulfilled his dream of driving north to Tuktoyaktuk, and the Arctic was awesome, but this was my turn to choose, and my bucket list trip was Japan. So in October 2016, we packed our bags and off we went. Now if I could only get him to like sushi.
So we think Anna's found her happy place in Japan here because everyone's cleaning all the time. We're walking along some major sort of thoroughfare here in Tokyo, and we saw in this river or whatever it is here, there's a couple people in boats. Anna's wondering, are they fishing? And we're like, I don't know. And Anna said, oh, they're probably cleaning. And we looked, and they are actually cleaning the water.
Makes me really happy. That person over there is inspecting the cleaning, kind of like
That's
what
funny.
I do with you.
Yeah.
It's a place where I won't be judged.
We made our way along the river and through the government district of Tokyo, with our ultimate destination being the Tsukuji fish market. We missed the famous tuna auction and instead chose to take in the throngs of hungry people lining up for fresh sushi and potato chips. So as many of you know, Anna's kryptonite is potato chips. So we wandered into some store and bought a random bag of potato chips, and we have absolutely no idea what's in it, so Anna is about to try them.
It smells like curry. Barbecue.
Are they good?
Yeah.
But like a weird Japanese barbecue. C+.
Ah,
B?
beef.
Okay. So we're taking the train. Here's the sketch. And here's the machine. Okay, I think I got this now. Modoru? I don't know what that means, but I'll shove money in. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. I've taken Anna to a science museum where there is no English, and this is the face we get. Someone's not happy.
Science is not my thing on a good day, and now I can't even read things and learn. On. Off.
We found Anna's favorite spot, and I've also found a visual representation of how much Anna loves me the more I take her on the science exhibit. So, what was it, a couple years ago? Something like that?
Yeah.
Anna and I drove to Fort McMurray to try and see the Northern Lights. Saw SFA. And so now we fly 10,000 kilometers in 9.5 hours where we are to Japan. We're in the Japan Science Center in the section about the Aurora Borealis. And the single photo they have of the Aurora Borealis is by Mr. Bill Rockwell from Alberta State, Fort McMurray, Canada. Someone is not amused.
And it's in English.
And
of all
it's in
the things
English.
to be in English, it's the mocking me. So Chris,
Yes.
how are you feeling right now?
Probably much like you did out in the heat.
I wanted to point out
Yes.
that we sat
We've been here
down.
for 6 hours.
We sat down at 2:11.
Oh, it's 2 later.
You've been here for 14 minutes. "15 minutes.
The Tokyo Science Center wouldn't be complete without the weird robots.
ご案内をしています。私とお話になる場合にはこんにちはと言って話してみてください。
We met up with a work colleague of mine and her significant other in this vending machine noodle restaurant. That's probably fatal what you're doing, Anna.
Yeah, because yours was sprinkles.
Yeah. We got served out of these little window things, and there seemed to be far too much talking for what should have been, here's your noodles.
隣のお客様失礼いたします。ではおゆっくりどうぞ失礼いたします。
Are they gonna close it? Can I eat? Hi.
ありがとうございま
Can I
し
close the window? I'm closed. I'm closed.
We ended the day at the Shibuya crossing. And now we're off to the Tokyo Skytree, so we're walking through a subway station that kind of looks like a mall. Yeah. Can we go to the Pokemon Center after?
You don't even have Pokemon Go.
I don't even know what that means, but I just want to go.
I'm dizzy looking at it.
Awesome.
I can't look up.
There are 4 elevators that lead up to the Tempo deck, of which each design represents a season. So we're going up in the autumn elevator.
Okay.
So we go from this floor, we're on the 4th floor, up to 350 meters at 600 meters per second. Oh, that shows the speed.
Anna meant 600 meters per minute. We're not doing Mach 2 up the elevator. Yeah, this is why I wanted to come here.
This is pretty spectacular. It just started to rain, so hopefully we can keep this view, but let's go look.
The Skytree Tower is more or less in downtown Tokyo. Tokyo City itself has more than 8 million people, and there's about 13 million living in Tokyo Prefecture. So we've been walking around the viewing deck of the tower here, and it looks like we come up to where the downtown itself is, so you can see where it's just... I thought it was busy before, but this is crazy.
I found something. I found 2 things. One I called the golden pear.
Yeah.
Because it's a gold pear. The other thing I found is something to make you feel at home. It's BC Place Stadium.
Yeah. So there was a woman standing beside us who was talking to a couple. I assume she was a tour guide, and we asked her what that peanut-looking building was, and she said it was the headquarters of the Asahi Beer Company. And then the building beside it is as well the headquarters, and it is built to represent a glass of beer. And there's the white part at the top is the head on the top of the glass of beer, and the goldish part is the beer itself. So there we are. All right, here's another thing I found about Japan. There's a whole bunch of things going on where you're like, I don't get it, but I like it. We had a drink at the tower, but no tower visit would be complete without a pants-shittingly transparent floor to walk on.
Okay, I got it. I got this.
So this is bag 2 of our Japanese potato chip hut. We have similarly non-descriptive packaging.
It's descript. It's just Chris can't read it.
A fine distinction I don't think our viewers will make.
There's speckles, so we think it's going to be
Sour cream and onion.
sour cream and onion.
What the hell does that say? Oishi. Oh, tasty.
It tastes like plain.
Maybe it's just because you don't have enough of them. Whatever, they're deep fried potatoes, they taste good. This was the end of our own touring in Tokyo. Tomorrow, the organized tour starts. It's day 1 of Tokyo, and someone's a bit giddy.
Let's go!
Where the hell are we going now? It's
The palace.
Yeah, City Palace, and then something, and then we get a sushi lunch. Well, what that really means is Anna gets 2 sushi lunches.
And Chris gets a power bar.
And I get 4, I have 4 power bars in here and the rest of the M&Ms.
I didn't... No, some of those are for me.
You ate the ones for you.
Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. My name is Yuka. Y-U-K-A. Yuka. And Japan is divided into 47 prefectures. Each prefecture has its own governor and own parliament, small parliament with local government. 70% of our country is covered with mountains and forests. Actually, about 30% is places where the people live. Tokyo City is the biggest city. The population is more than 8 million people. When we walk, I will use this flower because I'm so short. You cannot see me in the crowds.
So I'd hoped on our Japanese trip that because I'm more familiar with the language, I'd remember where we're going. Nope. It's a shrine.
Shrine.
The May something shrine, right? It's not just me.
It's early.
It's early. So we're walking to the shrine, and on the way there were a couple of things at the side of the walkway. There was one side that had a ton of sake barrels, and those were sake barrels that are donated by the various companies here for whatever particular religious reason. And on the other side there were a bunch of wine barrels, which I think were donated for the same reason. We walked past the place where people bring their new cars to get blessed by the Shinto priests. I am not making this up. Listen.
And priest comes here and they purify the car using...
See? In front of a lot of religious buildings in Japan, they have these hand washing stations. The procedure goes like this. You start by washing your hands, first your left, then your right, then cup your hands, rinse your mouth out, and then rinse the handle off for the next person. Or if you're a clean freak like Anna, scrub vigorously.
And the torii gate consists of 4 pillars. 2 pillars, vertical pillars, and 2 horizontal pillars. And this one in front of you is made of wood. And the torii gate is a border between the sacred area for the Shinto deity, spirits of the deity, and our world.
So the main shrine was finished in 1921 and then destroyed in World War II, according to the guide, which her voice is coming out in our ears, but it's kind of hard to record it.
If you go to the Shinto shrine, any Shinto shrine, very often you see the ropes with the white paper. That means inside or the behind is a sacred place for the Shinto deity. Shinto is worship of the nature. So not only the sun or the sky or ocean, something like that, but people worship even the big trees, a big mountain, big waterfall, sometimes big rock covered with moss.
Okay, I still don't remember what the shrine's called.
I don't think we got that.
We got it once we got it on the bus, but that was about it.
Yeah, there were no signs that said the name.
Well, that might have been it. I don't think they were in English. Meiji Jingu Shrine.
Okay.
We've walked through the shrine to the other side, and it's about 6 degrees cooler here with a nice breeze. Someone's in her happy place.
Yeah, there's trees, it's peaceful, birds chirping, saws sawing.
And a bathroom. Don't forget the bathroom. We drove from the shrine to the Ginza, or the shopping district of Tokyo. You
mark.
forgot your hip hurt?
Yeah, it's my ankles today.
Oh, your ankles today? All right.
And once I get going, I'm good.
Part of our tour includes a visit to the Ginza district, which we visited yesterday, but now it's 11 o'clock, so all the stores should be open. The guide also told us that Ginza stands for Silver Mint. And there used to be a silver mint here many decades, if not hundreds of years ago, and eventually the government took out the silver mint, but the district is still called Ginza. And now it's the high-end shopping district. And so other Japanese cities took to calling their high-end shopping districts Ginza districts as well. So now apparently in every Japanese city you go to, there's a Ginza district, and that's what that refers to. While I wandered around on my own, Anna went shopping with the rest of the tour group. She saw $12 apples, $14 whatever those were, and $400 per pound strip loin and ribeye. Now off to lunch.
In Asian countries, people wanted to preserve fish, and they began to use the rice and salt. Otherwise, they couldn't keep the fish for a long time. And later, in Japan, people began to use more rice. So it's the ancestor beginning of sushi.
We're off to make sushi.
Oishi.
We have rubber gloves in here.
Japanese, like it's clean, size. It's very good.
In what sort of looks like a really weird magic act, this guy showed us how to make sushi. Start with rubber gloves and what looks like WD-40. Take the seaweed, put the shinier of the two identical looking sides down, spread the rice out, smear it around the seaweed, put the wasabi on, throw on a stick of cucumber, roll, squish, rotate, and squish again. Once you're done, find someone that likes sushi and try and give it away. Now, our turn. I made the sushi with all of the care you would expect from me. You put on the whole thing of wasabi.
Are we making yours?
Yes. Do you want wasabi or no?
I want a very little bit.
Okay. Oh, so you don't take the whole thing and just put it in one glob?
Well, you could, and then you can film it, and then you can film me on fire. That's squarish.
Ta-da! After sushi came sashimi. We got our plate of weird fish and bunches of rice. What's that?
Okay, that's tuna, I don't know, salmon, octopus or calamari, ebi, which is tuna, clam, no idea, egg.
Eventually, this ordeal was over, and I could just eat my lunch.
We went to Australia and...
Okay, this is Anna's, and then this is mine. And once again, that's the you're an idiot face.
No, that's the one day you'll try something different face.
I've already tried something different. I don't like it. I know I don't like something.
Now we have a closing ceremony, and we prepared the certificate which allows you to open the sushi restaurant at home.
After getting my completely unearned certificate, we headed back into the bus and drove to the Imperial Palace.
our driver's watching TV.
Okay, I hope you enjoy the sushi making.
Yay!
Yeah, thank you. Now we are going to the Imperial Palace Plaza.
You better this time.
Kyoto is the name of the city, and then because this is east, so that they add the to. To means east. So Tokyo is eastern capital, eastern Kyoto.
So we're standing here in the grounds of the Imperial Palace, and you actually can't even really see the Imperial Palace, but if you look through the trees in a particular pattern, you can kind of see a different shade of green, or at least so says our guide. And if you see that different shade of green, apparently you've seen the palace. The other thing about this area is that now it's this big open kind of field, but it used to be where all the imperial mansions were until about 1940 something.
I'm being very respectful.
Yeah, heckled,
No.
sorry.
No. Just how close modern day Tokyo is to the office buildings to like a relic of heritage and stuff. Like it's right, I can go to like BMO's head office, like across the street.
You know what also could be fun in the video I just thought of? If we deliberately screw up the editing so that our voices are out of sync with our mouths. It'll be fun if we go like this, we're like, Anna, if you go onto the grass, they will kill you.
I shall not intend to go on grass to walk there.
That is good. You will be safe in this town of Tokyo then. Sure, that was kind of retarded. All right.
You want an angle for this movie, don't you?
I don't know.
How about enjoying the splendors of Japan?
No, you have to infuse it with humor. On our way to the next stop, Asakusa and the Sensoji Temple, we saw a familiar building.
Now we are in the precinct of Buddhist temple. But on the right side, you can see the gate. And this Shinto shrine is dedicated to the three men. So we call it three-man Shinto shrine. The people introduced the Shinto customs into the Buddhism. So that in every Buddhist temple in Japan, they have the same water place, like a Shinto shrine.
In front of this shrine, they had this barbecue grate thing where people would toss money, make wishes, and pray. But obviously not too long. This guy's got shit to do. You look like you're in your happy place.
It's just serene, despite the fact that there's like 4 million people here. There's something just really cool about it.
There was also another hand wash station, which I don't think this little girl quite had the hang of yet. And yes, those are swastikas. So it's funny, I just had this great shot of the shrine that we were at and the big Tokyo Skytree tower, and I was about to have this powerful monologue about how it's the fusion of the old and the new, and the mixture of the Skytree tower and then I realized I forgot the name of where we're at again. But anyway, the shot looked cool. I still can't remember the name of where we are. Anna might know. Do you know what this place is called?
It's a shrine.
I'm aware it's a shrine.
Shinto shrine.
I know it's a Shinto shrine, I just forgot what it was called.
We need a sign.
It's day 3, people.
What city are we in? Quick.
Tokyo.
Okay, good. That's saying something for you. Oh.
Okay, question for you. What do you suppose is in the Amuse Museum?
Dunce caps?
Oh yeah, we saw her.
Like a radio, TV, computer, you can buy all the parts here.
And so ended day 1 of our tour of Tokyo. So far, except for the food, awesome. So we're off to Mount Fuji, and someone is having a good hair day. Day 2 was a trip to Mount Fuji. We drove for a while and eventually made it to the fog. So after driving for about 2.5 hours or so, we finally made it up to Station 5 of Mount Fuji. So there are 10 stations on the mountain, and it's preset intervals of some kind. I don't remember exactly what it was, and I don't think the guide was really sure, or anyone was really sure for that matter. But we are now at 2,305 meters. The clouds part periodically for us to be able to see the mountain, at least what I assume is the mountain. That's Mount Fuji. I said, hey Anna, do you want some chocolate ice cream? She says no. And now who wants some chocolate ice cream?
It doesn't look right. There's something wrong with it. I'm not sure.
Can I have some? Oh. I went up to the top of a nearby building to get a better view. So it's funny here at the 5th station, there's these traffic people that are making sure all the pedestrians cross at the prescribed station. They're pretty militant about it.
They're efficient.
They're efficient?
They don't let stragglers cross. It's for your safety. It's very Japanese.
Anna made a life-changing discovery a moment ago.
3 words. Heated toilet seats.
If you have any empty
That is all. We then drove from Mount Fuji to Hakone, a small town known for its resort onsens or hot springs. Anyway, we've arrived in Hakone town. We're about to take a gondola ride up a mountain somewhere. I don't know where the gondola is, but we're at the bottom of it. So we made it up to the top of the Hakone gondola, and it's different. I don't know how to explain it. It sounds like an engine, and it smells like sulfur because I think this is where the hot springs originate, or the volcanic gases are coming from, something like that. Oh! So one of the local tourist attractions or delicacies, depending on the point of view, are black eggs. So they cook eggs, they take eggs and they cook them in the hot spring water, and the chemical reaction turns the eggs brown. And so there's a statue of a brown egg, and there's also a brown Hello Kitty in an egg.
That's it.
You can also get ice cream here that looks like sludge. I don't know what it is. All right, it's potato chip time. You ready? These are...
Pizza.
But unfortunately, the weather
You can't blame that on the sulfur.
next few days are not very good.
I've never seen anything like this.
Please.
What?
There's actual cheese bits on it. Oh my god, I think I might have met a chip I don't want to eat.
They're tasty.
Because tomorrow
Except
is
for the cheese part.
first day of the weather forecast is not good. Not many individual
Not too bad.
cars, but anyway,
What's the verdict on the chips?
They taste like a combo. So they're these weird bready things they make in the U.S. that have sort of nacho cheese and weird chemicals inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nacho
and that's-
cheese, weird chemicals.
Yeah, that's
sounds
sort of
about
what it
right.
tasted like. Yeah.
So this morning we're off to Okayama, right? And we're late. We're running to the bus that we hope is ours, I think. Oh yeah, there it is. Ah, there's everyone. So we've got about a 3-hour drive and then we're visiting...
Matsumoto Castle.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Ding! Can you put one of those After Effects?
Sure, just do it again.
Matsumoto Castle.
She got the money.
Oh, I married for money.
Keep digging that hole,
At least you're honest.
Money, brains, and good looks.
But she didn't say that about you.
No, she said more money and brains.
So we've been driving on the road for quite some time and we stopped at this little rest area here. And one of the things I've heard about Japan is that they have basically everything in vending machines. True enough, they do.
French fries, anyone? 24 hours a day.
Do you know takoyaki?
Is that rice?
No.
No, you don't know takoyaki. Takoyaki is good. Try.
I want to go to the colon store.
You need a new one?
Yeah.
Matsumoto Castle. So the castle, it was built by the samurai people as a kind of fortress.
So that bus was just to drop our stuff off in the bus, and now we're heading off to lunch to a bento box place. It's in some kind of, is it a wasabi field, I think she said, wasn't it?
Yeah, they produce 25% of Japan's wasabi in this region. We are in the Matsumoto Prefecture in, what's the name of the city?
Near Nagano.
No. We're in the Matsumoto city in the Nagano Prefecture.
We're in the Nagano Prefecture.
Yes, we are.
We are? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Ta-da! We can tell what each of us liked and didn't like by what the stuff is.
You know what? We both didn't finish the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We don't like tofu. I'm allergic to that.
That's not
That's
tofu.
tree bark, or whatever that is.
The texture.
That's tofu. So we finished our, what is it, lunch? Bento box? No, I know, but I know it's bento box, but it's like... Anyway, now we get to wander around a wasabi farm, and we were given this childlike map, and I think, do you actually want to try the wasabi ice cream?
No.
Oh, okay. Now
You can
that,
get that in Vancouver if I cared. Didn't care there. They could. It's Lucas and Tessa.
one of the few Japanese signs I fully understand that says Wasabi Biru. You can splice in the footage from Hydro, Alaska and see if anyone notices. No on it?
No one would notice.
Well, let's give it a try. Anna, look! There's a bear up that creek. No one noticed. We've reached that point of the trip where a brief walk is a lot of exercise.
Day one, we were in tip-top shape.
Yeah.
25,000 steps running around. Now I'm like, give me a chocolate and sit me down.
Cut to me eating chocolate. It's not a chocolate bar, it's a protein bar there.
It's a chocolate bar.
It's not a chocolate bar, it's a protein bar, therefore it's healthy.
Chocolate bars a day.
Quiet, you.
Chocolate
Why? You
bar.
wanted some anyway.
Yeah, because I want a chocolate bar. I don't want a protein bar.
So after driving what seems like the entire Ming Dynasty, we are now at Matsumoto Castle. I know nothing about Matsumoto Castle other than we are here and that's it. So we're at the castle. There's about a half-hour wait. This looks pretty neat, actually. Although I kind of think it looks like a shrine.
No.
Or maybe a temple.
It was built by a shogun to protect his land, exactly as I said.
Still looks like a temple.
Worse than the gross grind.
This particular castle had 5 levels, and we started working our way up. So the castle has a bunch of little portholes for firing weapons out of either, I don't know, bows and arrows, or, muskets, sorry. Oh, and arrows. Arrows and muskets. More video now. Maybe it was 6 levels, including this weird half-level thing.
If I keep eating Kit Kats, I'll look like that guy.
This is getting a little more cramped in here. Keep left. So right now we're on the floor where the samurais would hang out if they're under siege. I don't know if hang out is the right word, but there's a bunch of curtains here that they'd lower and I guess just wait for the siege to end or they starve to death.
Jesus.
That wasn't too bad. We have another floor left. So we've made it to the top floor. There's a Shinto altar in the ceiling. And also the views are pretty neat. They've got signs showing which direction is which and little explanations of what the views are. All right, now to get down without killing ourselves. Still laughing at me.
Good exercise for Chris.
No, see, that's what people find funny. Like, guys who are 6'7", we duck our heads all the time. Like, it's second nature now. It's people that are like 6 foot. They're the ones that every now and then there's something short enough that they just smack their skull because they're not used to ducking. She's laughing at me too. We made it. Oh, this is cool. We now have 30 minutes. Well, ikimashou ka? So we boarded a small shuttle bus from the hotel to downtown Okayama for a day tour. So you're getting cell phone footage because it's raining. It might rain. And I just hate hauling the big camera around all day. We're going to the market now. Is it going to be like a weird Asian market?
Well, we are in Asia.
Oh, that's true. No, we're not in the weird part of Asia.
I assume it's like a...
Oh, farmer's market?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Maybe not. It could just be like a stores, tchotchkes.
Maybe it'll be like electronics. Hannah bought in Alexandria a #1 Super Happy Bunny vest.
It's adorable. Look. It wraps in the front.
And that means we're out of cash. No. Ish.
So cute.
It's very Japanese. All right, that's it for the market. Let's see what's next. All right, shoes off. Take them in the bag. Arigatou gozaimashita. Pretty sure this thing was the This is the hood ornament for their car, right? So now we're off to the sake factory. My success rate with factories on trips is pretty minimal.
What do you define success as?
Actually a factory as opposed to a store. Verdict?
It's good.
Yeah?
Anna's getting drunk.
I'm okay with that.
Really? You want to hold my hair back?
That drunk.
How can you not like it? What's about what?
It just tastes too much like varnish for me.
But you'll drink gin?
Sure, that's with tonic.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I was right.
What?
Factory meant free sake.
I'm not complaining.
We didn't really get to see much of the factory though, but we got free sake in a little cup thing. Anyway, now we're heading to the teddy. Are you right there? I think you can take your earpiece off too.
No, I want to feel official.
Okay. Anyway, we're heading. There's a teddy bear museum or something like that we're off to. There's a sign.
Say stuff. Oh, we're on the right way.
Yeah. Someone's not having a very happy afternoon.
My leg isn't, but I'm fine. No, I'm fine. To be honest.
She's pretty grumpy. But that's okay, right?
I'm not pretty grumpy. I'm just grumpy.
Oh, yeah, fair
I
enough.
can't walk, so like,
Yeah.
you would be grumpy too.
True. I am grumpy when you can't walk.
Well, teddy bears will make me happy.
Yes. I'm sure they will. Shall we?
He's taller than you. If you count your hair, you might be taller, but if you go down to your scalp,
That's funny.
so many bears.
Fun fact, the teddy bear was named because way back in the day, Theodore Roosevelt went out hunting. And I don't know, he couldn't find a bear or something, but they tied up a baby bear to a tree for Teddy Roosevelt to shoot. He didn't want to shoot it. So then, who was it? Some manufacturer heard about it. And then they made a stuffed bear for the guy, put it in the window, and then they called it Teddy's Bear, the teddy bear. That is how teddy bears got their name. That's what you want your kitchen to look like? Anna's in her happy place.
Quickly, before the actual children come. There's a bear chapel. There's a groom and a bride. Life size. That's so funny. It's kind of weird, but it's cute.
That's fine.
Oh, chandelier. This place is decked out.
Yeah. And that was basically it for the day, except for potato chips, laundry, and fine dining. All right, it's time for episode 4 of What Potato Chip Flavor Is This? With me is our first contestant, and pretty much our only contestant, is Anna Lucarino. Yay! What do we have for a flavor today, Anna?
Today is Calbee.
Let's say Hotto Chili. Hotto Chili! Holy shit, I actually understood one. This is the first one I've actually understood out of, what, like 8 or something like that? That is truly Hotto Chili.
We're very orange. Holy shit. They're hot immediately.
Wow.
But they're tasty. They're not, it's not like heat for no reason.
We're trying to do laundry and are incredibly confused.
16K. It's wash or dry. Oh, here.
I don't know. I don't know what it's doing.
It's rinsing.
It's rinsing. Oh, that's probably what this is. Pushed a button and it's doing things, but I haven't paid.
It's highly entertaining. I wouldn't know what to do in an English laundromat, so really, all of this is just for...
Oh, open. Yeah, okay, so now, what the f***? my money? Oh, that might be just like a laundromat card, like not a credit card or something. We put money in, it's now doing things. Oh, 40 minutes. Okay. We can go to the McDonald's down the street, right? So we're wandering around Takayama, right? This is Takayama. And so we just figured out the coin laundry thing, and now we're trying to find a restaurant. The first restaurant we went into, the guy was just like, no, and like shoot us out, like, okay. And then the second one, I found this sign here. I see it says soba, 750 yen. Put it like, I don't recognize this as a restaurant. And then I see over there's a bunch of people like sitting on the floor. One guy just fake punched someone. Or no, he's like playing golf. I don't understand.
This is a scientific experiment to see if McChickens taste the same in other countries.
Let's give it a shot.
Oh yeah.
What's the review?
The sauce is different already.
And we're also not the only ones.
We came all the way to Japan for the hotel.
More sweet than tartar
Yep.
or McChicken sauce, but it's good.
Oh, okay. And it has a question.
I don't know what the sign means. A software agent does not enter. Okay, I can decipher what that means. But what the hell does please move to a dryer for visitor itself?
My guess is it means, as a visitor, please move your to the dryer. Yourself.
As opposed to the robots that come and take them out of these ones?
Well, yeah, because those ones, it's a washer and dryer combo, right? But this one, you have to move it from the washer to the dryer. So that's probably what it means. Please move it. You're the visitor, like the customer.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, that's not a bad theory. I'm not doing it. You can describe what I just did. I'm not doing it.
And it goes, how come smokes are so cheap? And I said, that's because that's laundry detergent.
Show people. They look like freaking cigarettes.
They do.
I've never been in a laundromat ever in my life. I'm Italian. We don't do this. We have mothers that did our laundry until we were 18. It's like, okay,
18?
25.
There you go. So it's evening in Tokoyama, and we are heading downtown from our hotel to see the floats. It's some kind of holiday here.
For the autumn festival that they do every year. And there's a parade and floats and lighty things.
And we are going to go see the parade and floats and lighty things. I hear whistling and drumming.
Yeah, we're getting closer to something.
Yep. What we were watching was the Takayama Autumn Festival. Various groups in town would parade these floats down the main streets while everyone came and watched. We booked it kind of backed up in front of the parade to try and, well, A, get some food, but just to sort of get a different perspective on the floats. When the floats went around corners, they would tip them and the crowd would be suitably impressed. After the festival parade wrapped up, we did what surely every Japanese local does. We went to a Himalayan restaurant for some surprisingly good butter chicken. A pretty cool way to close out a pretty cool day 4 in Japan.